In this video, we're going to look at mail merge, and specifically how to create mail labels for a list of recipients. We're going to be using Microsoft Word to complete this process. Now, the key element to completing a successful mail merge is your underlying table. So we're going to start off by looking at our underlying table. You can see it's up here on the screen. The name of our table just so happens to be W03B addresses, and it is a Microsoft Word document and also a Microsoft Word table. It could have just as easily have been an Excel file or possibly an Access file, but in all cases the key is to have a good table. The components to a good table really begins on the top row. In the top row, some people refer to this top row as our header row. However, in database talk, it's referred to as your field names. And those field names describe the rows directly beneath them. For instance, my second row, what I know about that second row is that the customer's first name is Taylor. His second name, or rather last name, is Donahoe. Address 189 Ventura Street. No apartment building. It's in Millington, Tennessee, and also a zip code. The rows directly beneath the field names are referred to as records in database talk. In all cases, even if I come down here, that first column would be listing a recipient's first name. Likewise, my second column would be listing a recipient's last name. The table is made in that way from beginning to end. It's uniform. Top row, my field names. Each row beneath my top row would be referred to as records. And my field names basically describe my records. This would be a common table that would be used to create a mailing. You would need somebody's name, probably the first name and last name. Of course, you would also need an address, an apartment number if applicable, city, state, and zip. So what we're going to do next is close out our table, and we're going to open up Microsoft Word. The commands relevant to a mail merge are all located within the Mailings tab. So I'm going to click on the Mailings tab. Come over to Start Mail Merge and hit the down arrow. And for this example, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the step-by-step mail merge wizard, where I'm going to be walked through the various steps needed to complete my mail merge. So I'm going to click on my step-by-step mail merge wizard. It will open up to the right. The first step is to choose what type of document type you're going to be using. In our case, we're going to click on labels. We want to create mail labels. Next, we need to choose what type of labels we're going to use. So we're going to come down, step 1 of 6, and we're going to click on starting our document. Click on it. Change the document layout. Next, we're going to click on the label options. For our example, we're going to be using the Avery US letter. And the type of label that we're going to use is the 5162 Easy Peel address labels. It's a common type of label. Also, we're going to use the default tray. After making those selections, you're going to click on OK. And what we see is that we have the beginnings of a table, the outlines. It's basically a 2-column, approximately 23-row table. Click up here, our entire table would be selected. But we're going to fill in that table with information for our addresses. Next step is to click on Select Recipients. Next, we're going to click on Browse. We need to find a file that contains the table that's listing our various recipients. We found our underlying table, W03B addresses. Click on Open, and our table is now appearing. You can see our field names up on top and the various records below. When we're looking at the table, we have to keep in mind that it's very easy to sort that table. And what we're going to do right now is that we're going to sort by customer last name. We could just have easily have sorted by state. We could really sort on any of the field names. But what we're going to do is we're going to sort by last name. How we go about that is by clicking on Sort. Click the down arrow and select last name. Click OK. What we can see now is that our table, our underlying table, has now been sorted by customer last name. I'm going to click on OK. And next, I'm going to come down here and click on Arrange Your Labels, step 3 of 6. And what we're going to do is click on Address Block. Our block will now appear, but as a rule, what I like to do is click on Next, Match Fields. The program has picked up my table's first name, last name, address 1. However, the apartment number or unit number has not been picked up. So I want to come over here and hit the down arrow and then click on Unit, which actually stands for our apartment number. So our zip code is in, our state, city, unit, address 1, first name, last name. We can now click OK. OK again. Our address block has been inserted for the first label. And what we need to do next is click on Update All Labels. see everything has been changed where there is an address block for all of the labels. Next step, 4 of 6, is we're going to click on the link that says preview your labels. As you can see, all of our labels have been printed. As you can see, all of our labels have been printed. If needed, we could come over here and edit our recipient list to either add a new record or possibly do an additional sort. But right now, everything looks fine, so we're going to close that window out and come down to step 5 of 6. And we're going to click on Complete the Merge. We're going to click on Edit, choose to merge all records, or if we wanted to, we could just print one label, or print a series of labels from a beginning point to an end point. But as a rule, you're going to actually print or merge all your records. After doing that, we could click on Print and print all of our mail labels. Thank you.